Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we're diving into Atara Biotherapeutics' latest report, and let me tell you, it's a bit like watching your favorite sports team trade away a star player and then claim it's a winning strategy. Let's see what happened. Atara Biotherapeutics filed this report called an 8K with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is basically a corporate bat signal telling investors about significant events that could affect the company. The date on the report is March 31, 2025. The main news here is an amendment, a change to their agreement with Pierre Fabre Medicament. This agreement is about Tab-Cel, which they call Tab-Cel for short. It is a potential treatment for certain cancers after transplant. Under the original agreement, Pierre Fabre was going to help Atara commercialize and sell Tab-Cel. The original deal with Pierre Fabre was made in late 2023. Now they've changed the agreement. This is like rewriting the rules of the game mid-match. Atara is handing over all manufacturing responsibilities for Tab-Cel to Pierre Fabre. Before, Atara was responsible for making the drug. Now Pierre Fabre will handle it all worldwide and pay for it. Pierre Fabre is also taking on the costs of fixing up the manufacturing facility. The FDA, or the Food and Drug Administration, the people who approve drugs in the US, had some concerns about how the drug was being made. Pierre Fabre will now pay to fix those issues so Atara can resubmit its application for Tab-Cel approval. In return for Pierre Fabre taking on these responsibilities, Atara has agreed to lower the amount of future payments they could potentially get from Pierre Fabre if they achieve certain goals. These are called milestone payments. Now, Atara could receive up to $550 million in future milestone payments. It was higher before. These milestone payments depend on getting approvals from regulators such as the FDA and on how well Tab-Cel sells if it gets approved. Specifically, if the FDA approves Tab-Cel, Atara could receive up to $40 million. It's important to note that the amount of royalties Atara could receive from sales of Tab-Cel hasn't changed. Royalties are a percentage of sales, so if Tab-Cel is a success, Atara will still get a cut. So what does this all mean? Atara is essentially outsourcing the manufacturing and regulatory hurdles for Tab-Cel to Pierre Fabre. In exchange, they're giving up some potential future payments. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Atara is a biotech company that is trying to develop new therapies. Developing new drugs is a very expensive and risky business. One of the biggest challenges for biotech companies is manufacturing. It's complex and requires specialized facilities. Getting drugs approved by regulators like the FDA is another major hurdle. It can take years and cost millions of dollars. By handing over manufacturing and some regulatory responsibilities to Pierre Fabre, Atara is trying to reduce its expenses and risk. It's like a homeowner hiring a contractor to do a major renovation instead of trying to do it themselves. This move could free up Atara to focus on other aspects of its business, such as research and development of other potential therapies. It also provides Atara with a more predictable financial outlook, as they no longer have to worry about the costs of manufacturing and remediation. However, there are also potential downsides. Atara is giving up some control over the manufacturing and regulatory process. They are now relying on Pierre Fabre to get Tab-Cel approved and to manufacture it successfully. If Pierre Fabre fails to meet those obligations, it could hurt Atara. Also, giving up potential milestone payments means Atara will make less money if Tab-Cel is successful. Ultimately, this is a strategic decision by Atara to try to improve its chances of long-term success. Whether it will work out remains to be seen. In looking at Atara's overall direction, there are both strengths and weaknesses. One of Atara's strengths is its focus on developing innovative cell therapies. Cell therapies have the potential to revolutionize the treatment of many diseases. However, Atara also faces significant risks. The biotech industry is highly competitive and there's no guarantee that Atara's therapies will be successful. In conclusion, Atara's decision to amend its agreement with Pierre Fabre is a significant one. It reflects the challenges and opportunities facing biotech companies in today's market. It remains to be seen whether this move will ultimately benefit Atara, but it's a clear sign that the company is willing to take bold steps to achieve its goals. Thanks for watching. If you found this decoder helpful, please like, comment and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings. See you next time.